Top 5 shocking funeral traditions and superstitions from around the world. While many people are familiar with standard burial or cremation practices, there are places in the world where death is marked with unique and sometimes shocking traditions. These customs provide insight into how societies perceive life, death, and spiritual transitions. Some may seem bizarre, eerie, or even unsettling, while others highlight the deep respect and reverence certain cultures have for the deceased. Let's explore 5 of the most astonishing funeral traditions and superstitions from around the world. 1. Sky Burial, Tibet. One of the most fascinating and perhaps unsettling funeral customs is the Tibetan sky burial. Unlike traditional burial or cremation, the deceased in Tibet are offered to vultures in an open-air ceremony. Rooted in Buddhist beliefs, this practice stems from the idea that the body is merely a temporary vessel, while the soul continues on a journey toward reincarnation. By allowing vultures to consume the body, Tibetans believe they are facilitating this transition, ensuring the cycle of life continues. The body is carefully prepared, taken to a high mountain peak, and left for the birds who feast upon it. While outsiders may find this practice unsettling, to Tibetans it is an act of both reverence and environmental harmony. 2. Manin Ritual, Indonesia. In Indonesia, the Toraja people practice one of the most elaborate funeral customs in the world. Death is not seen as an immediate departure, but rather a prolonged process. After a person passes away, their body is kept in the family home for months or even years, while preparations for an extravagant funeral take place. The deceased is treated as if they are still part of the household, and family members regularly visit and interact with them. Perhaps the most shocking aspect of Torajan funeral customs is the Manini ritual, where bodies of the deceased are exhumed, cleaned, dressed in new clothes, and sometimes even walked around the village. This ritual, performed every few years, is not considered morbid, but rather a way to honor ancestors and maintain a strong familial connection. It is a deeply respected tradition that underscores the Torajan belief in the continuity of life and the presence of ancestors within the family. 3. Funeral strippers, Taiwan. One of the most unexpected funeral traditions comes from Taiwan, where some families hire exotic dancers or funeral strippers to perform at funerals. While this might seem out of place, the custom is rooted in the belief that a large, lively gathering at a funeral benefits the deceased's soul. The more people who attend, the greater the blessings and respect shown to the dead. To attract crowds, families sometimes hire entertainers, including dancers, musicians, and performers. Though controversial, this practice highlights the Taiwanese belief that funerals should be celebratory rather than solely sorrowful. 4. Professional mourners, Ghana. In Ghana, funerals are not just somber occasions, but grand community-centered events. One of the most striking elements of Ghanaian funerals is the presence of professional mourners. These individuals are hired to cry, wail, and express grief on behalf of the family. The belief behind this tradition is that the louder the mourning, the more successful the deceased's journey to the afterlife will be. Professional mourners are often highly skilled in the art of lamentation, and their performances help channel the family's sorrow. This dramatic expression of grief is not mere theatrics. It is seen as a crucial part of ensuring the spirit finds peace in the afterlife. 5. Crying for the dead, China. In parts of rural China, an intense and highly ritualized mourning practice is observed, known as crying for the dead. This tradition involves professional mourners who wail loudly and perform dramatic expressions of grief. The belief is that the louder and more visible the sorrow, the more effectively the deceased's spirit will transition to the afterlife. These professional criers are not just random individuals, but are often highly trained in lamentation, knowing the right words and tones to express the depth of sorrow. This practice reinforces the importance of collective grief, ensuring the departed soul is properly mourned and honored. Death is a universal experience, but the ways in which cultures handle it differ dramatically. While some customs may seem unusual or shocking to outsiders, each tradition reflects deep-seated beliefs about life, death, and the spiritual journey beyond. These funeral practices highlight the incredible diversity of human culture and how societies strive to honor their dead in meaningful ways. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world's most shocking funeral traditions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more fascinating videos.